Oh boy, so we got the courts. They got me tied up. Shit, they've had me tied up for 3 fucking years. Criminal courts, you know, and I think I've been trying everything, man. Now, I haven't tried everything enough times to... dealing in the courtroom, it's all about experience. If it has been for me. That's I think I'm done with it. I got another fucking some bullshit from the extortion artists in Hammond County, South Dakota, who I come to find out the sheriff's a crooked, no good son of a bitch, or that's what he showed himself to be to me. And then the next I shouldn't call him that. That's unfair. I take that back. Treasonous against the people. War against the Constitution. He's treasonous. Absolutely. I mean, even in equity, there's a breach of contract there, a case for it. But in law, I mean, he's just a soldier for the. It's just like the Italian mafia. I mean, I was working on the East Coast in the Union long enough where, and it wasn't long, but to figure out how how the mafia runs things, and it's a pretty damn good system. It's a pretty damn good system. Hell, their system is far better than the bullshit that I mean, it's just as satanic. It's just as satanic as the legal system or the bar association. What in the fuck? See, this is where religion, my faith, comes into it, because it's like I mean, honestly, the Jews got it. They got some sort of, I mean, the synagogues of Satan ones, not the good Jewish people, you know, the children of Abraham. I don't mean them, but as far as the Jews, you know, they've got some unholy. It's got to be unholy thing that protects them, like the bar guild and these big corporations and stuff. Why would not the people all just cut their heads off? By now in society, we would have to have gotten to the point where we recognize that bullshit. The people, you know, all of us, everyone, there's just a fucking few of them, you fucking bunch of dumb shits. I'm sorry, I apologize. But it is such a shame and a sin. Oh, a crying sin. Okay, the bar members, courts. How in the hell do we let them run everything? I mean, not we. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's my fellow mankind, I guess, but I don't fucking understand them. I think they're deceived. Absolutely, of course they are. But all rise. Well, I guess I'm going to say, in this next deal I go to, the next time I'm in a courtroom, I'm just going to say the truth. You know, I'm going to try to tell the truth. And they're not going to like it. They don't like the truth. But the truth is plain to see for anybody that looks objectively, but most people are, I guess, are captivated or something, like the government is... Jesus, you know, and then these flag wavers. God, Alfredo, I tell you what. Here's what happened to me. I was on a friend's motorcycle, heading down to Sioux Falls, and I take the. I use interstate, but I just didn't feel like taking the interstate. But I was going to bring it home again. But down in south of me and south and east of me, probably 70 miles or so, going through this little town, through Hammond County there, and I pull in, was going to grab something in town there, you know, just got into town. I didn't even pay any attention. I mean, evidently, it must have been a really raised sale. Anyway, I get off the motorcycle, I look behind me, and here's this fucking, I don't know how many $1,000 fucking outfit we bought this punk. I knew right away. Here's the thing. I mean, I don't prejudice, but I get off the motorcycle. All of these flashing lights. I mean, grow up is what I wanted to say. Grow up. What's the matter with you? You know, you watch too much TV, or is that all they got here in Hamilton County to fucking give the authority of law to? You? Then so that made me really wonder, you know. But anymore, I tell you. Okay, so I get off the motorcycle and walk back there. He's hanging out, you know. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to get his shit ready, nervous as a whore in church. And I said, "What's up, man?" And friendly as could be, "Go back to the car." You know, it's like, oh, Jesus, another one of these fucking. You know, but I always try to talk to him. I mean, I always try to talk to him and reason with him. Always. That's always what I do. I don't think I'm ever. If I was preemptively antagonistic, well, I'd better realize it and ask forgiveness for it. I try not to. I'm just fucking human, but when I start getting upset is when they start committing treason. And when they start fucking with me for no reason. Okay, anyway, this cat, he comes, he finally gets up there, you know, it's like, okay, oh yeah, I'll go, no problem. If you're scared, just quit being scared. You can go do a bunch of business. I'll go back over here for a while. Let you get ready to harass me, I guess, punk. He's like, looks about 16. And he's just a low intelligence, you know. I mean, God, Freddie, was I ever that fucking dumb when I was a kid? I hope not. Praise God, I hope not. But anyway, they got these dumb fucking kids. They like them because they can train them into thinking that we're the enemy, and it's just like perfect little fucking redcoats, you know. Fucking brown shirts in Germany, red coats here, but whatever. And he starts asking me about a driver's license. I said, well, do I need one? You know, I'm engaged in public vehicular travel here, so I mean, I've tried to make it plain. I smile on my face, so it's friendly. No, I need your driver's license and your date of birth, or your name and your date of birth. And I said, well, what for? I said, you know, I told him my name. I said, my name's Jeff. I live up by Bradley. You know, what's the matter here? You know, what's the problem? And it's 6 miles over this. I don't know what the fuck. I'm on a motorcycle. You know, there was no issues, no fucking issues whatsoever. This fucking punk, you know, he just got to give him a ticket. You know, that's all he knows. He don't know much. And I said, well, no, I don't think I do. I'm obligated to give you any numbers. I'm engaged in public vehicular travel, which South Dakota law, you know, and he wouldn't let me go beyond that. But you know, I wanted to talk their statutes with him, even the ones that he agreed to follow, and show him where he's in conflict with that by fucking with me, who's not driving. There's no evidence of any commerce, you know, none. Calls up. He starts calling on for backup. But I mean, he's shaking in his boots, you know. But they're confident in the knowledge that it is not even near worth it to just beat the ever-loving shit out of them for that type of trespass upon another man. Fucking cowards, I mean, just cowardly. I would be ashamed. God in heaven, I wouldn't work for anyone where I had to degrade myself like that. I wouldn't work for anyone, for any organization or agency. You dumb fucks. You fuckers that sign up for that. You're so fucking stupid. You're just fucking fodder for them. You're just fucking dumb. And you're just lucky that it ain't worth it. You better hope that you keep not being worth it to protect ourselves from you dumb fucks. Anyway, God in heaven. The one kid, I could tell he was, pretty soon there was half a dozen of them there, you know. Anyway, they were going with their own outfit, you know, all shiny and new. Fuck. And the one kid, I could tell he'd come out of the service, you know, because they're standing there. I don't know what they're discussing, you know. They're trying to figure out what to do with me. God damn, you know, he didn't really do anything wrong. Let's knock him in the head and take him to jail. They're just chomping at the bit, you know. The sheriff himself comes in. Instead of being, this is what okay, I'm Mr. Sheriff, there's a deal there. When he got there, and I can't, and I mean, I didn't know what they were doing, you know. I didn't request him. I did tell the first kid, I said, you better get me somebody that's got more to say about how policy gets, you know. And anyway, he gets just everybody in the area to come in. There's that many of them to boot. But, you know, I didn't give them any fucking reason. They just, all I had to give them questions they couldn't answer and pissed them off. Well, the sheriff, he come down, instead of being pissed off at his punk that he hired for not being able, for what the fuck is this about? What is all this about? No, complete sold out, absolutely. He comes down there wanting to be a big shot for his boys. It was pathetic. But I give that man the benefit of the doubt, and I called him the next day. While you know, while it was just him and I speaking on the phone. He didn't have to, I guess, show throw his weight around or whatever. And he was just as bad, if not worse. Would not take one step backwards towards. Yeah, you know, we maybe had the bike towed out of sheer fucking, and it cost me $200. You know, it was a friend of mine's, and just happened to be I'd just done some work for him. So I mean, it said, you know, it cost me $200, and then some time and some fucking around, and felt bad about the whole deal. But yeah, I've had enough. I'm just gonna go in there and tell it like it is. I would give the judge the benefit of the doubt. There ain't no judge, the administrator, whatever you want to call him, my information and how I establish my court of record, you know, which you gotta have to learn what a court of record is, what it really is, because if we don't start holding them judges to it now, I mean, there's a lot of them. You're more than likely going to have to go to the appellate court a couple times, and maybe further, before they'll recognize common law. But if they go by their statutes, their own fucking codes and definitions, they're all the courts are common law courts. Go to the federal court site, the Federal Department of Justice site. The first place you go to the American judicial system or whatever the fuck, you know, United Judicial System, I think is what they call it, UJS, yeah. Whatever, syndicate. It's right there. All state courts are common law courts. It's a common law country. I mean, they don't really want to. I mean, if they can, they're going to slowly take it. But right now, there's a few of them still that, if you go on a high enough level, will honor that, because, you know, they pretend that they're honorable. They think they are, the poor dumb fuckers. I mean, it's not like I think they get up every day and think I'm going to go be a fucking tyrant because I'm a fucking card-carrying fucking member of this club that's protected by Satan. Yeah, well, that's the gist of it. You fucking bar members, you don't think you're going to have to fucking answer when you're standing before your Lord and Savior. It's like, say, by the way, how come you threw my rules out the window and like embrace Caesar's, you know, like champion Caesar's? I mean, any law student or bar carrier, bar card member that doesn't understand Roman civil law, statutory law, what you guys fucking took it to, they're one and the same. That's where it comes from. And our Republican form of government comes from the common law. Or number one, if there's no harm, there's no foul. It's just the duh things. It's just duh. It started out to be, and it still is, if you can fucking enforce it, is a court of record, for one thing. It doesn't have, it does have to do with the minutes or whatever you want to call it going down in perpetual record, written down. That is true. That's one element. Another element is the magistrate is separate from the tribunal. Okay, that means that there ain't no judges. The judges don't exist in our common law system. There ain't no judge. There's magistrates that the people locally appoint, and they are referees in that. It's a ball field. Courtroom is a ball field, and they're only supposed to serve as referees, making sure that shit is straight. Nobody's fucking around. at all, and it's their job to find out if there's any fucking around going on. And to stop it, you know, because you gotta, see, the reason we form courts, people, is so when our neighbor did something that we figure we got fucked on, we want him to make it right, he don't think he oughta, we don't have to shoot him, see, it doesn't have to come to that. We take them to the courts. Our courts. They're our courts. That's how it's supposed to be. These fucking bar members are blessed by Satan, and they usurped it. And with that, so much. Oh gosh, people. Who can look at it and not see that it is fucked for a free people to have a members-only club? At the very least, running a third of your government. You have to be a card-carrying member to be in at least a third of it. You know the percentage of the rest of the cocksuckers and the other two fucking branches that got holding bar cards, you know. So it's way worse than that. And a third is way too fucking much. I mean, they're right there. They fucking got it. I mean, the one, you know, they're officers of this fucking bankruptcy court. I mean, that's true. You hear about that. Why they're not relevant? Because the United States, which they're tied up with directly, the whole statutory system just bumps right upstairs. You're fucked. You can't have any of it. You have to run from that. But Jesus, I can't believe people don't wake up. It's because it's the end. I tell you, it's because it's the end. We ain't gonna. I used to think we could take this country back. We can't. We ain't gonna. It says it can be this fucked up because God said it would be, and the book says it would be. That's the word. We ain't far from the end. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. Who knows? It might take hundreds of years yet. But it ain't no doubt. Gold is. It's finally gonna happen. It's finally gonna happen. The gold price is gonna come up now. It's gonna come up now. You know, the miners are optimistic, of course, they have to be. But I heard this is a Venezuelan. Well, I don't know what, I think they're Canadian, actually. But they're a mining outfit, and they're metals mining, and they're running down in Venezuela. And I heard an SGT report, I'll post a link to it here at the bottom of the video. And that Sean interviewed one of the, it's a big percentage, this mine is what they call insider owned, you know, or insider operated rather. That is to say either way you want to say it, there's a big percentage of stockholders that run the, you know, that help with the thing, that are directly involved with the company. So that tells me a lot, you know. You know, who's going to run your company better than you, you know. So they got an amazing amount of property down there. I suppose they played it right when they're, you know, because I imagine they'd take advantage with the American dollar of the shit show that Venezuela's in. But yeah, stock in them would be hoofta. If a guy had some, you know, if you had money laying around that was in the banks for him, say, oh, they're going to take that, get it out of there. I got a few friends with, geez, a couple of them, I think, with quite a bit in the, you know, put it in paper. Hell, they just steal that every once in a while. It ain't anybody there in the first place. They just disappear it, basically. But, yeah, metals or property, toilet paper, razor blades, motor oil. Boy, there's going to be a lot of things we're going to have to figure out how to make on our own, which would be great, but we don't just get to get crumbled down and start up again. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse until it's tribulation. That's the thing, which is fine. I'm not afraid of it one bit, other than to see my family suffer. I won't survive that. I'd be lucky to, anyway. The only way I would is if I could stop the suffering for my family. Other than that, I'd die trying. But God forbid. But look out. Look the fuck out.